Government has today hit out at News Limited, the parent company of the Fiji Times, for its negative portrayal of Fiji in the Australian media. And as Richard Nath reports, the Minister of Information has formally complained about these inaccurate reports. It hopes that necessary action will be taken against those responsible.
Reacting to articles published by News Limited, Smith-Johns believes the publishers are waging a war against Fiji.
Waging a war in several newspapers against Fiji, directly hitting our economy, directly hitting out at tourism, advising tourists not to come here. It all boils down to propaganda. Most of the stories are incorrect, let alone have very little balance in them.
Government believes the articles are negative and passes on the wrong message about the country.
One of the reports states that there are squatter camps around Suva, that Indo-Fijians are fleeing the country. It demonstrates to someone reading this in Australia that, you know, we're living in the state of anarchy, which is not true. They're comparing us to South Africa in the Dark Ages. Come to Fiji. How can you compare Fiji to South Africa in the Dark Ages? You know, these writers, I very much doubt, have even been to Fiji.
The Permanent Secretary challenges the writers to come up with proof to back their articles.
These stories that are being published, the people writing them haven't, as I've said, they've never been to Fiji. Where's the proof? Come here and show us where this is breaking down. We know that this country's moving ahead. We are moving ahead. We have reforms. The reforms are in place. It serves no purpose to have stories like this running over there. You know, I question the Australian government's role in this, and I really do. You know, are they behind it? You know, Australian government said they're not going to attack us on our economy. But letting this run in the newspapers, it seems to me that there's something more behind this.
She believes the articles are manipulative and could hurt the people of Fiji.
They're setting out to hurt our tourism industry. They're setting out to hurt our economy. We know that the figures for tourism arrivals, 600,000 projected by the end of this year. Australians and New Zealanders are still coming to Fiji, and they will continue to come. They're obviously not reading the garbage that's been put out by News Limited. You know, News Limited are telling tourists not to come here. Who does that affect? It affects the everyday Fijian. Why are they doing that? You know, it just doesn't stand to reason that you would attack a country's economy.
More than 45,000 tourists visited our shores in May, and over the last 12 months, an average of 10,000 Australians have visited Fiji. Richard Nath, One National News.